You know,
Like my pa always says, the only good fish is eating fish.
Jean Buisson's radio dialogue is actually the most referring to the other Claw Gang members, which makes sense because we've already seen them all, so
Like
he
my
can...
pa always says, a sawed house is better than a dugout, but they both turn to mud.
Yeah, I guess they don't have to worry about spoiling what the others could be up to. Anyhow,
Those no good lazy petticoat guards of mine, I should give them all the switch for not catching them prowlers.
Either way, after the last episode, we did our research on the Lumberjack games and came to the conclusion that we can't win the Lumberjack games, so we're going to have to cheat to win. In that case, in that train of thought, we actually have 3 missions that are available at the moment, and there's going to be a 4th one. And here's the funny thing: if you do boat hack, you discharge the battery. You can do boat hack first, light out breaking at last, which is what's supposed to keep the battery from recharging, and yet you're still fine no matter which way you do it. But let's actually, yeah, let's do it the dumb way and break the lighthouse so it can't charge the battery last. Wait, no. That means we want to do the Bentley mission, my bad. Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamac. This is Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves, just in case I haven't said that already. I probably have, but I can never be sure. I did just go into discussing what we got up to last episode. I also tried beating a bear with Sly, and I swear that I've been able to do it. We're about to get shot in the face. Ow. He's actually got a pretty swift left hook. Certain attacks do hit a lot harder than others. Apparently getting shot doesn't hurt very much, but getting smacked in the face by a melee attack does. If what happened on the train heist mission is anything to go by.
If we can trust Murray's informant, that's the silo with the battery hidden inside.
To prepare it for travel, we'll have to drain off its northern light energy. By attaching a boat's grappling hook to the top of the silo, we should be able to deplete power from the battery.
Murray's in position to help throw you out onto the boat.
Once on board, I'll hack into its steering controls and move the vessel close enough to fire its grappling hook.
Okay, I'll climb on top of the silo and attach the hooks. How many grappling lines will it take to drain the battery?
3 should suffice. Once the first line's attached, Murray and I will commandeer another boat. You should stay in position.
Finally, I get the easy gig.
Yeah, we usually use you for most of the work in these heist preps, don't we?
I'm all set to throw you to that boat. These days my aim is impeccable.
So yeah, we're using the old mechanics
Now to
from
hack the
episode
steering
1.
controls.
More hacking. Oh dear, I recognize these things. So, the ghosty green ones are mine layers. They don't attack directly unless they connect with you, I guess. But they do lay down some nodes to get in your way. Oh dear, but they do try to ram you. So there is some actual threat. They have poor brakes, it looks like. And because we're going to have to do 3 of these, there's going to be 3 lines of this. There are going to be 3 variations of this. I also want to say that in this one, if you go in through the back, like you swap between the left and right, it's actually possible to slip in behind it and get to the node without destroying the whole thing. Not going to be a...
Nice work hacking the autopilot. That boat's heading into position.
It's not going to be...
Top of the silo. Shoot the grappling hook up to me, and I'll make sure it gets attached to the battery.
It's not going to be that simple for the others, so you might as well get used to it now.
The hook's in place. You guys should head out for another boat before anyone picks up on what we're doing.
And now Murray's following us. Fantastic. That was a very good shot. Wasn't sure I was going to land it. Why do I get the feeling that the moment I pull that switch there is when the 2 that we start with are going to respawn? Oh yeah, there he comes. The problem is they accelerate towards you, and while they don't intend on hitting you, I think, they do have a tendency to... They don't slow down nearly as well as they'd like, causing the contact damage. Oh, fuck. Oh dear. Okay, last hit. This is gonna kill us if we mess up. Yep, we died to the hacking game. I really shouldn't have taken so much damage from this part here, honestly. I think the idea is that they try to circle around you, but the problem is that sometimes they think, right, I want to be on the other side and go straight through you to get there. Oh, I just flew into that, didn't I? Yeah, the inside rings of nodes actually get so tight that get so close to it that you just can't sneak past them.
The second hook's in place. One more grapple line to go, and this thing will be on empty.
Not quite the landing I was hoping for. It's a good thing he turned into an ice block, right?
I was wondering what happened to that guy. Guess he just prefers to be frozen.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to reach the boat. On the upside, I think they do actually get hurt by their own mines. Actually, let's see if we can lure them all on a big roundabout. The right analog stick isn't quite the easiest thing for precision aiming, but I suppose there's worse things you could aim with. Don't let the nodes that they drop get too out of hand. Yeah, this is probably what we'd call out of hand. Okay, get inside and we're good. I was just thinking, maybe this flawless run makes up for me dying last time, and then I got hit right after I finished that thought. I don't know what I was expecting, thinking something as a tempting fate as that. Not quite the best boat physics, but there's been worse. Did you ever see Hat in Time Beta? Go as far as we can. Not enough.
That did it. With the battery chamber empty, we'll be all set to move in.
Provided it doesn't recharge, right? Playing with fire a bit, yeah. But the ducks are actually pretty tough. Just keep going. If we make it to the safe house, we're fine. And here we go. This is a pretty fun mission, let's be fair. Look at that tiny dent from that range attack in Murray's health. It just doesn't hurt at all. Anyway, I see a bear. We need to make up for all the times we died with the other episode. There. I feel better about myself now.
If we're gonna get an eagle egg, you'll first have to destroy all the local oil mains.
It looks pretty sturdy. The Murray is strong, but his fists can't punch through metal.
No problem. See that old bear down there? His name is Grizzleface. The guards ignore him because he's blind and practically nerve dead, except for his sense of smell. If that old guy smells fish, there's no stopping him. Use Grizzleface to take out the oil mains.
But I don't smell like fish, do I? How can I lure him around?
Bentley's taken up a post along the river. He'll keep tossing bombs into the water and the fish should get blown sky high. Plenty should land near your position.
So you want me to throw a fish at the oil mains so that old Grizzleface will knock him apart?
That's the idea. You might even try throwing fish at the guards. Might improve their odor.
So then, where was my train of thought going? He smells the fish, but he's not going to attack us. If we throw a fish at something, though...
Nice work. Trot old Grizzleface over to the next oil main by luring him with fish.
Use bear to wreck oil mains. What a mission objective. And should we throw a fish at someone... So I was going to say, it is actually possible for Grizzleface to fall into the water and die, but then he just respawns again. So it's almost an escort mission, but an escort mission where the escort is actually extremely dangerous. It does make you a little bit nervous, though. Death by fish. Now then, where was I? The thing is, Grizzleface won't attack you outright and you can't make yourself smell like a fish. But he can hit you with his attacks if you're standing close to whatever he's swinging at. The growling does make you get a little bit nervous though. Nah, I don't think I need to hit that guard. He's not hurting anyone over there. Unfortunately, the eagle doesn't smell like a fish now. Oh, well. I was planning on hitting him from off screen, but... You know what? You're on fire now. Uh-oh. Fish! Stand clear through the fish. It's sort of an escort mission, but rather than the escort being extremely fragile and hard to keep alive, instead the escort is a terrifying grizzly bear of mass destruction. Okay, where's the final oil source there? And it has a guard, so this time I'm going to make sure that I have an angry bear behind me
Grizzleface is
before.
moving towards your position.
Right, that's another thing. When you get a certain distance away, Sly will chime in to tell you when he's getting close, but it's based on distance. It's not distance to travel, it's distance to you. Good old Grizzleface. But I need more fish. Oh man, he's already mostly destroyed the oil main, hasn't he?
Solid work, Murray. Now that the oil lines are exposed, Sly's all set up for a paragliding job off the lighthouse.
Sadly, we don't get to keep the bear. Oh, but that bear isn't Grizzleface though. I don't know, there's just something funny about how you can just have guards suffer a slow, gradual, and extremely horrifying death by throwing fish at them. Also, we only got to hear one of Sly's lines.
$1 to make $1, but I bought this here chainsaw and made me $100.
Yeah, because Sly does have a lot of lines for when Grizzleface is on his way, and we only got to hear one of them. Oh, I still have that one connected, don't I? Oh boy. Someone just sort of set off a chain of explosions. How many times have we climbed this stupid lighthouse? It's going to be a couple more, unfortunately. Technically, if I wanted to be more efficient, I would have taken the job in the lighthouse because we'd end that job on top of this lighthouse.
In order to overcome Jean Bisson in the Lumberjack games, we'll need to enlist the help of the giant Canadian eagles. Their nest is out on that iceberg. Steal one of the eggs, and then bring it safely back to the safe house. We'll use it to direct the eagle's protective instincts against Bisson.
Sure, sounds easy enough. Except for the part where I have to swim a half a mile through freezing water.
Why swim when you can paraglide? With the oil mains all destroyed, the pent-up combustible materials have just caught fire.
I see. The updraft created by the flames should give me some extra altitude.
Just make sure to stay out of the fire. Get too close and old Grizzleface will be eating barbecued raccoon for dinner.
That's a charming image, Bentley.
Yeah, and the thing is that each thermal has a different altitude. So this one here is pretty short. That one over there is actually pretty high. But that one over there also has a much higher kill radius. And I do actually mean that you will die instantly if you get to the bottom of these thermals. Yeah, the fire's just a little bit bigger and slightly more concerning. Like you think, oh boy, do we even have enough height to make it? And we might actually not have enough height to make it for this one. Just barely. Make sure to lean forward because it's how the paragliders always worked. If you lean forward, then it drops you faster, but you travel further. If you lean backward, you travel further a lot slower, but I guess you maintain a little bit more height, but not much. And now we have to get past these eagles.
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
And it eats most of your height swerving around them. And the wing caught me. So we have to do it again. Yeah, right from the start. Like you think, oh, I've got plenty of height when you first do that, but then you realize, oh wait, no, I used it all up getting around the eagles. I guess for continuity's sake, they do at least introduce Grizzleface before using him for a dark joke at the start of this episode. Or job, whatever. And here come the eagles again.
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
Start swerving. And don't even turn back until we're sure we're safe. Just barely make it. And thankfully there's wall hooks here. Or wall hook.
Excellent job. If you could get that eagle egg back to the safe house, we'll be all set for the lumberjack games.
And because we don't have to keep us from needing to swim back, we have perfectly placed buoys over here, which conveniently enough only work this way. You can't get around them the other way because of how the ice is positioned. It's just perfectly distanced. How about that? The thermals are still around, so stay out of them.
Great work, Sly.
we still don't have enough for the reduction bomb. So I am actually going to have to go hunting for treasure. I think maybe in the Contessa's world?
Found some great oaks this month, and these creaky bones are pleased.
Alright,
Yeah, that west field. The trees there are thicker than a plague of locusts.
but also I need to show off more of this dialogue.
Those no good lazy petticoat guards of mine. I should give them all the switch for not catching them prowlers.
I guess that can be a short post-episode thing. So, until next time, guys, take care. See you all around.
Would you look at that? A woodland man is a poor man, sure as the sun rises in the east. Like my pa always says, a sod house is better than a dugout, but they both turn to mud. By Jiminy, that thieving raccoon messed up my iron horses. Makes me madder than a wet prairie dog. Sure is a shame about that tiger fella, Rajan. That old boy could sure throw a hoedown, even if he was a foreigner. That arpeggio, always lording his la-di-da blimp over me. If he weren't so gall darn smart, I'd use him for kindling. I can hardly hear myself think with all those trees making such a racket. Just cut them down tomorrow. I've felled some great oaks this month, and these creaky bones are pleased. If that old arpeggio needs another Northern Light battery, he's gonna have to trade me for the clockwork brain. Yeah, that west field. The trees there are thicker than a plague of locusts. Oh, lumberjack games, lumberjack games. I'm gonna play me some lumberjack games. Gonna split me some lumberjack wood. And that's always good. Them clockwork talons will bring 'em in. The Lumberjack games are gonna be a hoedown this year. Yes, sir, they will. Those no-good, lazy petticoat guards of mine, I should give them all the switch for not catching them prowlers. It takes $1 to make $1, but I bought this here chainsaw and made me $100. I'm gonna catch that raccoon and make me a hat and wear it for a month of Sundays. No, last I heard, Dimitri was still in the pokey. He's a slippery kind of fella. I'm sure he'll get out. I hear what you're saying, Duck, but when I look at a grove of trees, I see commerce. Why don't those lazy, dumb beavers know their place? They ain't finding no work on this old sawmill. No, sir. That Contessa should have been more careful. Well, that's what you get for being too bookish. Always gotta be on guard. There's grizzlies round every crook and hollow. Like my pa always says, the only good fish is eating fish. That stream through camp's looking full of fish. Maybe it's time I built me a cannery. Oh, lumberjack games, lumberjack games. I'm gonna play me some lumberjack games. Gonna split me some lumberjack wood. And that's always good. No, last I heard, Dimitri was still in the pokey. He's a slippery kind of fella. I'm sure he'll get out. Oh, my back's killing me. Thank Jiminy for the Canadian healthcare system. Sure is a shame about that tiger fella, Rajan. That old boy can sure throw a hoedown, even if he was a fool. Why don't those lazy, dumb beavers know their place? They ain't finding no work on this old sawmill. No, sir. It takes $1 to make $1, but I bought this here chainsaw and made me $100. By Jiminy, that thieving raccoon messed up my iron horses. Makes me madder than a wet prairie dog. Them clockwork talons will bring 'em in. The lumberjack games are gonna be a hoedown this year. Yes, sir, they will. I felled some great oaks this month, and these creaky bones are pleased. Like my pa always says, a sawed house is better than a dugout, but they both turn to mud. That Contessa should have been more careful. Well, that's what you get for being too bookish. Always gotta be on guard. there's grizzlies round every crook and hollow. Would you look at that? A Whitman man is a poor man, sure as the sun rises in the east. If that old arpeggio needs another Northern Light battery, he's gonna have to trade me for the clockwork brain. That stream through camp's looking full of fish. Maybe it's time I built me a cannery. That arpeggio, always lording his la-di-da blimp over me. If he weren't so gall-darn smart, I'd use him for kindling. I hear what you're saying, Duck, but when I look at a grove of trees, I see commerce. Yeah, that west field. The trees there are thicker than a plague of locusts. I'm gonna catch that raccoon and make me a hat. And wear it for a month of Sundays. Like my pa always says, the only good fish is eating fish. I can hardly hear myself think with all those trees making such a racket. Just cut them down tomorrow. Those no-good, lazy petticoat guards of mine, I should give them all the switch for not catching them prowlers. Sure is a shame about that tiger fella, Rajan. That old boy could sure throw a hoedown, even if he was a hooker. Why don't those lazy, dumb beavers know their place? They ain't finding no work in this old sawmill. No, sir. I'm gonna catch that raccoon and make me a hat. And wear it for a month of Sundays. Yeah, that west field. The trees there are thicker than a plague of locusts. I can hardly hear myself think with all those trees making such a racket. Just cut them down tomorrow.